Hi everyone! It's finally the time to close the fuselage and finish it, and I am really excited. Honestly, there is not so much to talk about. Let's get to work. So that's it. That is the fuselage is ready from inside. I hope that I did not forget anything. I already installed most of the cables and I cut the windows even. Lights are installed. The landing gear base already modified. It's longer now. And these are the mounts for the ESCs. There's another one here, and I even cut the windows on the other side so I don't cut it later and fill it with dust inside, you know. It's better like that. And I think I'm done in here. LEDs, cables here for the receiver, elevators, that's the rudder, servo is here. And I just kept these wires hanging. These are for 2 ESCs. Later I installed the big wires here for the batteries. I think I'm done. I'm a bit nervous because, you know, it has to be perfect and it has to be really glued 100%. And yeah, let's go. All right, the fuselage is in one piece. I'm so happy with that. And when everything is glued together, it becomes really one solid piece and super nice, super strong. I love that. And the vertical stabilizer is I mean, that's carbon, what else you expect? Super strong, cannot even bend it half a millimeter. It's super strong. And there is a carbon rod that goes from here to the tip, which is, we don't need that, but I was like, just in case. But I mean, it becomes just like an extra weight because these layers here, I have 2 or 3 layers carbon. This is super strong, so amazing. And these are I already covered them, the connectors for the elevators. The carbon rods for the elevator mounts are here. Everything is ready. And this thing is looking so nice. It's already now 3 kilograms complete, like this, with cables and with this brake. It's so strong and so heavy, but 3 kilograms I would say is not so bad. And the windows are amazing. I cut this and I tried to bend it, but obviously it's so bad. Anyways, just to try it, they fit perfectly in here, and just get it like so. And you see it's too much bent. I have to cut all these windows on a CNC machine so they are the same size, and then I have to find a good way to bend them to follow the shape of the fuselage, but they will be at the end when I finish everything. But this is looking so good, so happy with it. All right. Alright, I spent some time sanding and adding the primer, and now all the pinholes are all filled. Super smooth, super clean, and now I will sand it wet, and then I can proceed and cut the hatch in the front for the electronics and batteries. Looking good so far. Alright, here's the fuselage, wet sanded and super smooth, ready for the vinyl. And now it's all one color, which is so important to me because the fuselage is carbon fiber and that's black, and you could see any dark areas under the vinyl, you could see it. And now it's like one color, a primer color, will look so awesome. And I even cut the windows. I could not film any of that because I did all that outside, and so I could not film it. Anyways, the windows are cut and they look amazing. I sanded all the edges here for the glue, and here's my plan. I will glue this here like that. Oh wow, it looks awesome already. And then just cover it with silver around the windows later to give it the shape. And I think that's a great idea because here I have around 1 millimeter lip or edge, which is the thickness of that, and it will be flat and nice. And yeah, so good. These windows I will use thicker acrylic, and yeah, I will do that at the end. And here is the rudder, is also ready, and I prepared it for the hinges, and I think I will glue that now. So excited for this. This video is sponsored by PCBWay. PCBWay is a full-feature custom PCB prototype service with 24 hours express fabrication. They offer full PCB assembly service, instant quote, advanced PCBs, and more. Check out PCBWay community tab to see some awesome projects and share your designs and maybe learn something new. Go to PCBWay.com to learn more. Alright, I've done a lot in here. I cut the hatch. I needed the hatch to be that big, so if we use bigger batteries we can, you know, shift them forward or backward. And I have plenty of space in here. Get this out, and of course still need to work on that, make it prettier from inside. And the nose gear is already here and mounted really nicely, and I made something that I have never done before. There are two springs here for this second door that's here, the small door. Wait, let me open the gear. Look at that. This works amazing, just like the rear thing. And the nose gear is tilted around, I think, 2 or 3 degrees. Maybe it should have been more, but I think that's enough. And of course this is not scaled 100% to the rear thing. This is a bit higher because I could not, as I mentioned before, the problem with the main landing gear, so the plane is a bit higher, around 5 centimeters higher than it should be. And so this should be also this long, which is around 18 centimeters. And I'm so happy with that. Goes back in, closed. And the main doors, I still have to add the servos inside. I will do that later, but now I will take out the whole thing, because there's still so much work to do here. The hatch and the boards for the batteries and the controls and stuff like that, but I will do all that later because I still have to finish some other stuff and fix the engine nacelles and finish the motors, which is a headache. This thing is so complicated here. I'm still trying to figure out stuff, but yeah, hopefully I will get it done. Also the elevators should be done, and that's a look inside the fuselage. It looks really good and clean inside. I love it. And yeah, so I will finish all the dirty work, then start installing the electronics and all these stuff, windows, and these ones also so amazing. I cut this also just like the real thing. I don't know, I'll keep it open for some air to go inside. And yeah, this plane is just amazing. And that's the rudder, and it's also installed and it looks perfect. And that's the servo. It goes like this with 4 screws. It's so cool. Just have to connect the push rods, and that's it. But all these will be installed later. This small hatch is for the receiver. This part is fiberglass, and from here is carbon, so I will put a receiver inside this for the signal, and there will be another receiver inside the nose. The nose is also fiberglass, and a third satellite or receiver will be on the roof somewhere or down under the wing box. And yeah, Alright, this is the left horizontal stabilizer and it's ready, everything. These are the two carbon rods for the mount, and that's the other side with the Kevlar already installed or glued, and now it's ready to be put together. And this was my first attempt. This was so good, it was so nice, but I did a mistake where I placed the Kevlar at a 90 degrees. If you see the weaves, they are like 90 degrees, and that is wrong, and that's why it broke immediately when I was trying to make the hinge. I knew that, but for some reason I completely forgot about it. I did the same on the A350 and it worked perfectly. But here, yeah, I forgot, and so I thought of making, like, I even tried to make it with normal hinges, but I mean, what's the point of all that? I thought I'd do it again, and this thing is too heavy. This is 300 grams without the servo even, and I think that's too heavy because I used 210 gram fiberglass 2 layers, and this is too much. Now here I used 150 something 2 layers also, and I used more balsa in here to make it really lighter, and this will be around 80 grams lighter, which is perfect. And yeah, this Kevlar is placed at 45 degrees. This should work, and yeah, so it's ready. Let's glue this together and hope for the best. So it worked this time, so nice. That's the hinge, and it's amazing. Both sides. This is not a huge gap, which is also looking clean and nice, and works perfect. And this one is 200 grams. That's perfect. This is now 100 grams less than the first attempt, and still really strong and more than enough. And look at this, that's perfect. Amazing, amazing. This would be so cool. And yeah, here the joint is exactly following the tail, and I'm loving this. So now I will finish the other side, glue them and install the servos, and I would say I would be done in here, of course, except the nacelles. And this is the stabilizer from the A350. This is fully carbon, and I just found out that this is almost the same size of the Gulfstream, which is crazy. I mean, it's really huge. It has, the Gulfstream has really big elevators, I think for a reason, you know, maybe to handle all the weight, because these, they also reduce lift with this size, and yeah, they look great. And this is the hatch lock. It's also good. Yeah, I still have to add something. Let me remove it, and it goes out like this. So nice. It looks better than before. Still have to do something nice in here, but I mean, if I add paint or whatever, I'm making it heavier and heavier, so I'm not sure. Just keep it like that, but it doesn't look so nice from inside, especially with these. I sanded these stuff, I will figure something out. And yeah, this is around, like, those are the rails around the hatch to make this side even strong and to lock it 100% in place. Really happy with this stuff. This looks so good, really good. Alright, that's it for this video. I have done a lot so far and still so much to do, and in the next video I will finish the right stabilizer, glue them in place, and finish this section here, and hopefully finish the engine nacelles and install them, find a good way to mount them with the EDFs, and yeah, finish the stuff in the nose, and that means I will be done with the fuselage. And then I have to start building the wings, and I'm still not sure what material I will use for the wings. I will think about something later, but I want to keep them light, and I'm not going to use carbon fiber on the wings because of the signal. By the way, I will be in an event in Czech Republic close to Prague, and it's an event organized by Jetty, and I will take my A350 there and fly it. It's on the 5th of September, so if you live close to that area, come and see my A350 flying. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and huge thanks to my patrons for their enormous support. Thank you so much, guys, I really appreciate it. And subscribe and activate the notification bell to get notified when I upload the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.